Jazz. Alright, so boom. The big coming Carlos said he had a late pregame and I could pull up on him. Tryna roll. For real? Bet. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Hey. Pull up to the pregame. Yeah. Pull up to the pregame. Pull up. Hey. Catch a vibe, come and meet the team. Come and kick it with your fave 3. Chop it with us, come and join the stream. Trust me, y'all, it's must see. It's a culture party if you partaking. Hottest podcast, it ain't no debating. It's ringing off cause it's so engaging. Let's keep it raw. You won't find this on no other page. This kind of talk, this kind of cloth right here is tailor-made. What up, Lo? Tryna have fun, we the plug then. It's for the people so the culture win. Need an outlet, then tap in. Come tap in. We keep it fresh with the content. Yeah. We even got Bash Stop and Carolina Blitz. And Shot from P&P, they're a perfect fit. Cause what's the point of a pregame if it ain't lit? It's lit.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the pregame podcast. I want to do a little something special. I didn't tell anybody I was going to do this, but it's been a minute, man. I missed my co-host, so I gotta bring him in respectfully today. All right, so I'm gonna pull a Shannon Sharp and give you a nice little intro for each person out here. So let's start off with your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, your favorite trapper, your favorite reporter's favorite reporter, Miss Worldwide, Vashti in the building. What's up? How are you?
I'm good. I was wondering why I wasn't up, and then you say you got these intros. Okay, I get it. I like it.
I missed y'all. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
The next one, let me tell you, man, PNP out here, strong, the Army strong, Mr. Outside, the people's champ, right? Some of y'all call him Rashad. Some people call him Shad, a.k.a. the man, the myth, the legend, Shad in the building.
Gang. What's popping, y'all? What's good?
What's good, man? How are you? How are y'all doing?
A little tired.
A little tired.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, look, Shot. Look, last time you put up in the club VIP gas tank on E. Like what, 2 weeks ago? But you pulling up on E again, my boy?
Hey, yo, your boy be tired, man. But we gonna get it. We gonna get through it. Let's make it crack, man. That's positive. What's popping? What's good?
We gotta feed off the energy. Hold on, talking about. Some people say they may know you as Rapaz. Facts. No, I'm excited. I'm happy for y'all to be here. I know y'all, it's a lot been going on, with life, with work, with family, but I appreciate y'all pulling up on me with the pregame. So you know how we're gonna get started. What y'all pulling up with? I think Rashad, you already said you pulling up on E, and it's all good. We got 5 on 10 for you, bro. I got 5 on pump 10 for you, bro.
5 on it. I appreciate it.
5 on it, bro.
That $5 not gonna get you that far now.
It get you home. You got your home. It gets you home.
That's good point. Good point.
It'll get you home. Vashti, Miss Vegas.
I'm tired too, but I'm not pulling up with that. I'm pulling up with, I don't know. It's weird. Wow.
Hey, yo,
it be like that. It be like that.
That's where it's I'm pulling up with wow. Like, yeah.
I'm not mad at you. You pulling up with a wow. Okay. This week has been crazy. Like, this week has been wild for me as well. So I feel you. And I probably would have said the same thing in terms of pulling up on E, but I'm gonna pull up with some appreciation for you all for being here. I know a lot has been going on, but look, man, when the gang when the gang is here, bro, you already know it's gonna be a good pod. And so I'm excited for all y'all being here. I got it on Instagram Live for everybody who's joining here as well. For everybody who's on our YouTube, for everybody on Instagram Live, if you're watching, I got a few people in here. Make sure that y'all join our YouTube and subscribe. We got 106 subscribers right now. If you want your comments on the page, on the screen, definitely tune in and we'll pull up to the pregame. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. A lot of things have been going on. The first thing I want to do is I want to get started with a viewer's choice, right? So I want y'all to be a part of this. We're not gonna have you pick right now, but I want to let you know what the options are, so that at the end of the podcast, we're gonna do a vote. All right. So the viewer's choice. If you're new here, one of the fan favorites in terms of this particular podcast is our starting lineup where we pick the top 5 or something, right? So here's our 3 options for next week. We got hip hop ad libs, right? Hip hop ad libs. Everybody know, like, for instance, 21 Savage, 21. Like, we can go anywhere in terms of old school to new school. The starting lineup, top 5 hip hop ad libs. All right. The second one we got is Black movie classics. All right. So if you can see, I know the picture is small, but we're talking about Baps to Boys in the Hood to The Wood, all the Black classics. We're gonna do a starting lineup for all the Black classic movies. And then number 3, the option you got is all the viral dance moves. So we're going back from Crank That Soldier Boy to even some of the new stuff, all the starting lineup in terms of the coolest dance moves that have come out that have gone viral. So those can be your 3 options that you can choose from later today. All right. So let's get into it. All right. So boom. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. All right. So boom. These are some of the things that went viral. Y'all see these Trump shoes? The Never Surrender ones.
They're like $400.
400, and they sold out. He only had like 3,000 copies or whatever. But this man did some patriotic shoes. I saw a tweet that said that Nick Bosa is going to have the cleats version. They match the San Francisco colors too.
They do. That's funny.
What do y'all think about what's going on? You know, Fox News went viral today. If y'all didn't see it, talking about these shoes. What are y'all thoughts about him trying to pull these Trump dunks? Let's start with Vashti.
First of all, the shoes are ugly. All right, let's just start with that. If people aren't aware, Fox News basically said, "Oh, this is gonna appeal to Black people because Black people like sneakers." Oh, yeah. Forget about the policy and politics. We're gonna vote because of these ugly ass shoes. Anyways, I mean, look at them. There's really not much to say. Trump has a cult following. He just has a cult following. So the fact that these sold out is not surprising. I know the customer who bought these. And that's it. I mean, there are certain people who are going to do whatever he says to do. And so, I mean, I'm just surprised he got 3,000 people dumb enough to buy those things for $400.
Nasty work. Shot, what you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, hey, it's a business move, man. Let him get it off. I mean, if you don't want them, you don't gotta buy them. Yeah, I mean, why can't he sell some shoes? Yeah, I mean, I don't like them. I think they trash. I wouldn't buy them. But I mean, listen, I don't. It's shoes, bro. It's Trump shoes, whatever, man. You like Vashti said, there's a select people that's gonna buy them. To each his own, man.
But why? Like, Trump is not. Well, we don't know, but from the outside looking in, look, it doesn't seem like he's hurting for money. Why? Like, why?
He
why
might
would you do
be.
this? I understand. Like, you had the MAGA hat. You had the MAGA hat, and everybody went crazy about it. But then why? Like, these patriotic.
Because we're talking about it. That's why. That's why we're talking about it. Fox News and what they said, we're talking about it. And any type of publicity is good publicity. And despite my disdain for this person, he has been genius at keeping his name in the news cycle. And so that's why you release an ugly shoe and you charge $400 for them, because we're talking about it right now on the pregame. That's why.
Well, with that being said, we're gonna move forward because we didn't give him no more publicity on the pregame. You feel me? Next thing, Jennifer King. Shout out to Jennifer King. She's been in the league for quite some time, but she has definitely made news again with being the offensive assistant and the running backs coach for the Bears. Now, she's been an intern for us, I think, twice with the Carolina Panthers, which is pretty dope. But shout out to this new movement of women being coaches in here, and I appreciate like this movement that she's been doing, and really basically blazing a trail for all the women and the little girls who are watching her to say like, hey, I could be a coach as well in the NFL. What are y'all thoughts around this shot? I know you have heard about her before with being the Panthers. Yeah. What are your thoughts around Jennifer King?
Nah, man, I think it's dope. I think it's super dope. I think it's when you have a passion for it, you've been around the game for a while. Why not, man? She has a proven record. Been around the game for a long time. Why not? Why not? I mean, to each his own. Let's get it. I think it's super dope. I think more women are around the game. You see more assistant coaches, more women around it. You got Vashti covering it. Why not? Well, turn it up. Turn it up. I love it. Love to see it. It brings hope for my daughters. My daughters can now, go out there and maybe potentially coach. I mean, they ain't not interested in football right now, but maybe they see her and it sparks something. You know what I mean? So I think it's super dope. Love it. Love it. Love it. I'm with it.
That's what's up. Vashti.
I think it's dope. Jennifer is dope. Before I say this is not a flex, because if somebody said and I was here, I would probably be like, you trying to flex. I actually saw Jennifer at the Super Bowl after the NFL honors, and I asked her how was she doing, because we knew, I don't think she had officially been let go, but the writing was on the wall that she would not be returning to Washington. But she did tell me at that time that she had interviews that she was going through. She was confident that she would land somewhere. The fact that she was able to catch on with the Bears, I think is great. Obviously, as a woman and as a Black woman in football, she probably has to work 12 times harder than everyone else. So there should be no question about whether she's put in the work, and she's just a cool chick. So yeah, congrats.
No, facts. And I got to get you because you got on Dave the other time. I saw her live. I saw her.
That's why I didn't even want to say it. I
saw her live in Vegas, God. And I had a conversation.
Here we go. I knew it. I knew you. But it's okay. I respect that.
I had a conversation with Jennifer. We had drinks and dinner.
I respect that.
No, I'm just kidding. I had to get you out. It's all love. It's all love, Vashti. Everybody can't go to Vegas in Super Bowl, aka Carlos. So shout out to you, Vashti. Do your thing. No, I'm a firm believer of what they see is what they'll be. And I think she is really, like I said, blazing the trail for a lot of little girls who are watching, who love football, but don't see an opportunity for them to get into the NFL and do things and be game changers.
Right.
And so Jennifer King is definitely a game changer. So shout out to you. If you ever see this, we may tag you in this, but if you ever see this, shout out to you for blazing this trail, and we're rooting for you wherever you go. I know that sometimes we like, hey, as a Panther fan, like, oh no, we don't want you to win, but we're always rooting for you.
That's different.
Until you play.
I turn the hater mode off of that.
Okay.
I turn the hater mode off.
Until you play us, and it's like, nah,
facts. Facts.
Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead to the next thing real quick. So what we're going to do is we have a few different things we want to get through, and then we have a new segment called Start, Bench, Cut. So it's going to be 3 things that we have to decide, and it's going to be tough. It's tough. We're going to decide whether we're going to start, bench, or cut the 3 things that are going to be on the screen. But before we do that, something that went viral this week was Antonio Pierce. Shout out to Antonio Pierce. He was the interim head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders last year. He is now the new head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. And he went on a podcast and he was just talking about the culture he's trying to create at Las Vegas. And he mentioned that when they come, they're in the same division with the Kansas City Chiefs. So they got to see the Chiefs twice. And he mentioned how he wants to create similar to what Detroit Pistons did against Michael Jordan, who played for Chicago Bulls. If you didn't know, I'm not sure who wouldn't know, but just in case, he played for the Chicago Bulls, and they did something called Jordan rules, where wherever he got into the paint, wherever he tried to drive and dunk, they would basically what they call love tap him, right? They would definitely push him, get real physical with him. And that really changed Michael Jordan's game, right? The next offseason, he was in the gym, lifting weights, trying to get stronger to make sure that he can overcome whenever he played the Detroit Pistons. So he's saying he wants to do that with Mahomes moving forward. He has the right, to me, personnel in terms of Max Crosby, who has already been doing that with Mahomes. I'm curious to know for you all, just like the title of this podcast is that NBA scheme going to slow down Mahomes? We've seen it kind of happen before. We don't know if it's going to work. Do you think, and we start with Shad, do you think that this is going to slow down Mahomes?
Man, I don't know, but you got to figure out something. I mean, you better do something, or this man gonna have 17 Super Bowls. So you got to. I appreciate it, man. Listen, you gotta figure something out, man. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. It don't matter what configuration that team is put in, they are winning, and it's because of Patrick Mahomes. You got to figure out how to slow him down. And I agree. Like, you did the same thing with Jordan back in the day. You got to figure something out to slow him down. You got to contain him. You're not gonna stop him, so you gotta do something. So I appreciate this. This is good. It's a nice little chess move. They got to see him. You know what I mean? So they can't run away from him. You know what I mean? You got to see the Chiefs. So you got to figure something out. It's get down and lay down, and they trying to attack. So I appreciate it. I'm interested to see what they do.
For sure. Bashai, what do you think?
I mean, that whole thing is energy to me. And this is not Antonio Pierce talking about Patrick Mahomes. This is Antonio Pierce talking to his team indirectly.
Come on now.
And this is what we want. We want a tough team. We're not going to be punked by Patrick Mahomes or anybody else. He is setting the standard of toughness for his team. So that to me, yeah, he said it on the podcast, we're going to give him Jordan rules. We're going to disrupt him. This is not for Patrick Mahomes. This is that psychological stuff that you see coaches do, where he is telling his team, listen, we are not, this is a sucker-free team, period. And so that's the standard that he's setting. He's telling the public this is what we're going to be. And through telling the public, now his team is going to know. And then when they come in for OTAs, you start putting in the framework. I love it.
Yeah. It's definitely big energy for me. I respect it as well. I think that the biggest difference, and I want to make sure that this is clear, this is not the type of bounty gate that Sean Payton did in New Orleans Saints. This is different, right? He is definitely saying we want to get into Patrick Mahomes' head, make it uncomfortable for him, make him do things that he's not used to doing. Now, granted, we've seen Mahomes do amazing things out of the pocket. It's going to be tough for them to do this because we've seen Mahomes be rattled. We've seen Mahomes go back and forth with Max Crosby and turn his game up. So I think this will be different. But I think I agree. I don't think this is a charge to Patrick Mahomes saying, hey, we're coming for you, but more so step your game up, Las Vegas Raiders. This is the culture that we're bringing here at Las Vegas. So shout out to Antonio Pierce. I hope that this will work moving forward. So any other things around this portion of the Mahomes rules now, no longer the Jordan rules, but Antonio Pierce bringing that energy, and I respect it.
Absolutely.
Cool. Next thing, fans doing the most. So this went viral this week. I think earlier this week, it might have been Monday, but Breece Hall, who is a running back for the New York Jets, was at the airport with his entourage, as you can see around him. I know it's very tough to see where Breece Hall is, but if you can see my indicator right here, that's where Breece Hall is. This right here is where the fan pulled up on him asking for an autograph. And now here's the thing. Sometimes as a celebrity, I can only imagine, right? Sometimes you want to sign autographs, but if you're in the airport trying to get home, trying to get to where you are, sometimes you can say no. And this fan would not take no for an answer and started to buck him and started to say a lot of different things where he was trying to basically entice Breece Hall to put hands on him, probably because he was going to sue him. Who knows, right? But this is getting really, really interesting where fans are starting to do a little bit too much with celebrities just because of the fact that they don't get their way. What are y'all thoughts around this? If you got to see the video that went viral on TMZ, Vashta, I want to start with you. What are your thoughts around this happening? Are fans doing the most, or should Breece Hall just could have, signed it and kept going on about his way?
Well, this is a classic sign of entitlement. This guy and a lot of people like him feel entitled to people's time, people's personal space, people's energy, and they aren't entitled to that. This man obviously was trying to be incognito. He had his hoodie on. People see him, If that man says no thank you, then you have to move on. He does not owe you anything, nothing. And I think it's probably either they were coming back or going to the Super Bowl, because there was the guy who intervened was a former Giants player. They said it was a Giants great. I don't remember what his name is, but so they were probably coming from the Super Bowl, and so yeah, I mean, it's the entitlement for me. I can't rock with that. You know, some athletes can be assholes. I don't think that this was the case here.
Right.
I do feel like, you know, they're humans too. They can decide whether they want to give their time and energy or not. But the fan was definitely wrong in this. He was out of pocket. And you know, I mean, if he had some goons with him,
it'd have been a different story.
Yeah.
then Brees wouldn't have had to do anything.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's super unfortunate, like that players, celebrities in general have to move like this. Like, people have to now hire security, which in turns take money out of their pocket. Like, hiring security to travel with you is not cheap by any means. Like, it's not. So having, like, it's crazy. And like Vashti said, the entitlement is crazy. Like, and I am by no means a celebrity. I just want to put this out there. But people would have that certain level of fortitude with me too. Like, they'll say, "Hey man, man, I need this mock draft Monday." Like, bro, I don't owe you nothing. I'm not giving you that, bro. Like, stop. You can't demand stuff from me, bro. Like, I'm not going to do it. And so, like, I as a human, you don't know what that man is going through. You know, he could have just got a call or something. Like, these people are human beings. You cannot demand stuff. They don't owe you anything. So fans got to chill out. And like, I think it's almost like ambulance chasing. Like, these fans will jump on you, try to knock somebody out, and then get hit and try to sue. It's crazy because you can sue somebody over anything nowadays. So it's just ridiculous. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. It's unfortunate. I feel bad for the players, but that's kind of the nature of how our legal system is set up, and people will take advantage of it if given the opportunity.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. You know, just to give you like a little analogy as well. You know, I have a 17-month-old son, and we read to him often. And one of the books that you read is, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's gonna want some milk, right? And it goes on to say, if you give somebody a little bit, they're gonna want a lot. And I think that's what's going on with fans right now. Of like, if you give them just a moment to do something, or to have some type of entrance to you, then it's going to be a lot. They're going to ask for more. They're going to demand more. And I think right now, just because of how celebrities have been, especially during the pandemic, where they always felt like there was always easy access to the lives of these celebrities and all these different things. They always feel like, hey, you're serving me, but that's not necessarily the case, right? And so I think that, and the dog agrees. She's saying,
Sorry.
She's saying, but I think that's the thing, and I feel like fans need to just keep in mind that these are just regular human beings. Just like sometimes you don't want to talk to someone, you don't want to answer an email, you don't want to do certain things. Celebrities feel the same way. They go through different moods, they go through different things like everyone else, and so just be mindful. Like, it's okay to go up to them respectfully and say something, but if they say no, bro, keep it moving. It's okay. You will, if you are a fan, you will see them again. All right, and it's okay. But yeah, he was definitely doing the most, and yeah, he got embarrassed for it. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the next thing here. Did y'all watch the All-Star weekend? NBA All-Star weekend? I know, like, first off, it crept up on me. I was like over here talking about, man, ain't nothing going on last week. I was talking last week on the pod, and I was like, man, ain't nothing going on. I realized, like, dang, the NBA All-Star weekend pulled up. Did y'all get a chance to watch it? Shad, I know you probably don't watch NBA into the playoffs, but did you get a chance to catch anything during the weekend? I think he might be frozen.
Oh, well, I caught it. I looked at the celebrity game, which was pretty entertaining. Like, I think that was really outside of the skills challenges and stuff. Like, they really try in the celebrity game, and they're not hoopers. So it's somewhat entertaining that you have these non-hoopers legitimately trying to prove that they are hoopers. So I thought the celebrity game was cool. I thought the court that they had set up,
that was
at
cool.
Lucas Oil, I thought that was cool. I loved the Steph Curry, and you're gonna ask Steph Curry. Yeah, I like that. The 3-point contest was entertaining. I missed the skills challenge. I think I tuned in after that. Yeah, I missed the skills challenge. And I really didn't watch much of the game. It just looked like I would turn for bits and pieces, but it was just like pop-up threes the whole game. Oh, I'm gonna come and it's all-star, so I'm gonna shoot the ball from half court. So that the all-star game itself is not entertaining, but I feel like All-Star Saturday night is entertaining. And then I think I didn't watch all of the rookie game, but they made it D-League versus pros, right?
That was the
And I
best thing.
like that concept because you have guys who are trying to prove themselves up against rookies. So I like the concept of that. So I think that the NBA gets it right with the rising stars, with the celebrity game, with the skills challenges and all that. The actual game itself, it is what it is.
It is what it is. And I think we're seeing that across all sports in terms of the all-star game now. One, because they don't want to get hurt. Two, they want to try to put on a show. And so that all-star game is starting to get diluted a bit. But this wasn't a bad all-star weekend. And maybe it was because I came in with low expectations. So I came in with low expectations, like, okay, like we'll see. I'll watch the celebrity game. And the celebrity game was good. Like you said, the best. Like there were people in there trying to prove they were hoopers. CJ Stroud has been talking about giving Jaime Jaquez 40, and he didn't drop near 40. But Michael Parsons, like it was so many different people out there doing their thing, and I think that was fun. The LED court was different. At first, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, but it went well. But the Sabrina and Steph thing for me was probably my favorite piece.
Yeah.
And Vasha, I know you probably know this because you posted something on your story showing your high school days. You were a bucket. Huh? Were you a bucket?
No. I mean, they called me Barkley in high school. I was a very physical player. I played the 5. I was not like, oh, we giving a ball to Vashti, she gonna get a bucket. It's more like, all right, let's clear out the post. Vashti gonna get the rebound type thing. Yeah.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that, Barkley.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. You know, I'm not. Back in the day, like the 5, the post players stayed in the post. They weren't shooting threes.
Right. That's real.
So things have changed.
That's real. But no, I think if I had to pick one, it was probably definitely the Steph and Sabrina was pretty cool. 3-point contest was solid. There's some pretty solid shooting there. The other thing I was trying to think before, like, how could they make the All-Star game better, right? And I thought about it, and I don't know if this is like, hey, this may cause injury or whatnot, but I have 2 options that maybe it could work, right? One could be like an All-Star Pro-Am. So like the D-League players who did the All-Star, they can play with some All-Stars. So I don't think it should be like the D-League players versus G-League. I'm saying D-League, G-League players versus All-Stars, but I think they could do a mix of like some like so-called like a Pro-Am, so like G-League and All-Stars in the West versus G-League and All-Stars in the East. So that could be something they can do, or kind of like mesh some fun thing of like celebrities as well who can hoop and just do something a little bit more fun, because all we see is them shooting threes or just playing no defense at all. And I think that's just the most boring part. And so everything else is cool. Skills challenge was in, but I mean, it's entertaining. But my question for you before we move forward is, do you think that the NBA has the best All-Star weekend or All-Star moment in all of sports? That's including like MLB, NFL, all of that.
I do, because I don't watch any of the others.
Okay.
I cover the NFL. I didn't watch not 1 minute of their Pro Bowl. Not 1 second, not 1 minute. I don't watch MLB. I don't watch NHL, MLS if they have one. I'm just not interested in any of their All-Star weekend festivities. So for me, the NBA is the best because it's the only one that I'm remotely interested in, because I know there's certain things that are going to be competitive. 3-point contest, even though the dunk contest has a bunch of nobodies in it, I'm still going to watch.
Yeah.
That's me. Not nobodies, but not major names. No major names in the dunk contest. But I'm still going to watch just to see, So it's the NBA by far for me.
No, I agree with you. I'm going to pick NBA as well. I feel like this, and maybe it was just because nothing was on. But when I watched the NFL wasn't terrible this year though, Vashti. Like it was actually decent to me.
What was decent about it?
Well, maybe because this is the first time I've watched the All-Star, like the Pro Bowl in a while. And so I like the fact that they did the quarterback skills challenge. They did something for all the linemen where they had to kind of hike the ball into different areas. They had the flag football game was entertaining. It was competitive.
Okay.
And then also in between there, they played little skill challenge games like best catch, tug of war where Derek Brown went crazy, and then all these other different little skills things. So it was just to me, it was very entertaining. I don't think that it's up to the level of the All-Star game for NBA, but I think it's on its way in terms of making it competitive, making it safe for NFL players. But it's just something to watch for everyone. So
I think for me, I just don't want to see NFL players play flag football. It's just like, why are we
well,
doing
I think it's a business move. I think with the Olympics are going to have flag football in a few years, so I think that's a way to kind of warm the audience up to what may happen. I think that they realize that it probably is not safe for these players to play because first off, nobody was really tackling when it came to actual football when they had the pads on. Nobody was really tackling them. So just to make it a little bit more competitive, they did do that. And then I think this Eli and Peyton thing that's going on with ESPN and everything, they're killing it. And to have
They are.
on one side, Eli on the other side, and they're really competitive about it, got plays for the teams. I like that idea. And they had every player mic'd up. And so you're able to hear the conversations that were going on when they were calling plays, when they were talking junk to each other. And so that was pretty dope to kind of hear that interaction between coaches, hear the interaction between players, and just kind of seeing how these other players who are usually opponents of each other kind of interact and make jokes and laugh and everything. So I thought that was pretty dope. We got Shot back in the building. We're just talking about what's your favorite All-Star or Pro Bowl situation, right? Who has the best weekend? Is it NFL, is it NBA, or MLB, NHL, whatever you think?
I was gonna say, look, you see what happened to me? That's exactly what happened during the All-Star game because I ain't watched that joint. Definitely did not watch it. Not a fan of the NBA All-Star weekend. I mean, it's all mid to me. The dudes don't be doing nothing. Dunk contest is okay. 3-point contest probably the best thing that's out. I love what they did with the women's, with having them going against Steph, Harper going against Steph. I love that. But outside of that, I mean, the LED courts is pretty cool. But man, hey, look, ain't nobody tuning into that, man.
It's not like you watched it because you had a good.
No, I mean, I know what happened, but I'm not about to spend my whole weekend watching, bro. I was watching Love Is Blind, fam. I'm not watching that.
I'm saving it for a little bit. Did y'all watch it? Are y'all caught up?
Caught up.
I'm in there. That's more exciting than the All-Star weekend.
Todd, your wife got you watching Love Is Blind.
Hey, facts. Hey, I got hooked. Like I'm
telling you, we be like, just watch one episode with us.
I'm hooked.
And then that's it. We got you now. You more invested than we are.
That's a fact. Hey, that's a fact. No shame. I be watching and I gotta finish up, but yeah, man, Love Is Blind, man, for sure.
Hey, yo, I went to high school with somebody that was on there for a little bit. So shout out to Jamal that was on there. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Which one is Jamal?
Jamal, Jamal didn't have a lot of time on there. He was one that ripped his pants.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I went to high school and college with him. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. I wasn't sure if y'all watched it or not, so I didn't put it on here because I didn't want to, but yeah, I got some thoughts on that. So let's go ahead and go to the next thing. Vasha, you got a busy week coming up. Aren't you going to the combine?
That is the plan. I have some family stuff on Thursday, so I won't be able to stay as long as I usually do. So I'm hoping to get there Tuesday at least and this is hasn't been publicized yet. I don't even know if I can say
breaking.
This. It's not breaking, but I'm saying Canales and Morgan will be speaking on Tuesday. So that's I hope to be able to be there for that, and then I'll have to come back on Wednesday. I won't be able to be there for the entirety of the week.
Okay, you'll see majority of the good stuff though. right?
I guess.
Okay.
Honestly, the combine is boring. I'm not even going front for
I
y'all.
was gonna,
Yeah.
I was coming to you for the tea. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna be able to get an inside scoop, a pregame podcast, inside scoop of what's going on with the combine? Because a lot of things are going on in terms of Carolina Pantherdom, in terms of who we want, who we should pick at 33. And so I got questions for y'all around all of that. Um, who who are you, Vashti, based on what you have researched so far? Who you most like looking forward to seeing? Is it Canales and Dan Morgan, or are you like, I'm just kind of I'm there for
I'm there for business. Honestly, y'all, the combine is not about the actual stuff on the field. It's all about everything off the field. So my hope for the one day that will probably be there is that I'll get to meet some of the assistant coaches outside of the formality of press conferences and get to know who they are. Even Canales, I've kind of been around Morgan a little bit, but like afterwards, when everybody is at some of these events where the drinks are flowing, let me see how it goes. So that's really what I look forward to at the combine. The business, I promise, is done at 3 a.m. at this steakhouse at downtown Indy. You'll see any and everybody in there. So that's really the good part. That's where the networking, and that's where you get to know folks. The actual combine, and the interviews, and the players, I mean, that's cool. I think this year is tough because the Panthers are in a precarious situation where they don't have a first round pick, right? They pick first and the second round, and then are they going to trade back? What should they do? I mean, there's questions about what's going on with Brian Burns. He's tweeting keep pounding with the hearts and stuff, but we haven't heard anything about a contract. So I'm not sure where the Panthers are going to go. In previous seasons, the previous years that I've been, we knew last year that the Panthers were going to go for a quarterback. So I'm interested in seeing the quarterbacks. We knew prior to that, they were going to go offensive line. So, I went and attended offensive line workouts. This year, I really have no idea. I have no idea.
It's gonna be interesting. I definitely got a few questions around the networking piece and what gets done at 3 a.m. But I want to go over to Scott, because I know you probably have seen some people, like, I'm not saying you saw this last year, but you could have walked in and saw Ryan Poles from Chicago Bears talking to Scott Frieder, and you like, something's going on with that over there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very, I don't know what you can say and what you can't say, Vashti, but I'm very curious of, like, just being in that room where it happens, where things are going on, you're recognizing this, and the libations are lit, and people are like, yo, like, I like this player. How can I get? And you're hearing all these different things.
There's a rule. I remember I was at this after party, and I took my phone out to get a video of myself. An agent took my phone out of my hands and he said, there are no phones at the combine. That's how it is. Wow. That's how secretive it is. There are no phones. You don't take your phone out at the combine. It's like, because what goes on, literally, bump Vegas. Yes. What goes on at the combine stays at the combine.
Interesting. So you feel like most of the deals, most of the trades, all that stuff happens there.
A lot of that stuff is being talked about. Yes.
I would love to be in the room to hear that.
Because even they told us last year, talks to trade for Bryce Young started and really heated up at the combine. They told us that. So this is where it happens. This is where you get to see these people and who they are. Like, you can literally walk into a sports bar and Mike McDaniel walks by and he's had a couple, and it's like, all right, Mike, it's just it's fun.
Yeah. That's pretty dope. So Shad, you talked about this earlier in terms of people demanding things from you, right? Like, give us a mock draft. So I think a lot, and I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it in comments of like, who do you think is going to pick at 3? Who's your favorite player, Shad? Like, based on everything, because Shad, like, you usually go live during this combine. You're showing these things. This is a little bit different, right? Because last year, like Vashti said, as a Carolina Panthers fan, we knew we were going quarterback. And so when time for the quarterbacks came on, like, Shad made sure that PNP was live, He had the great commentary. I mean, it was like almost 1,000 people in there watching with us. Who one? I had two questions for you. One, who is your sleeper in this draft that you're looking at? Like, yo, this man's about to show out. But then two, like, who is the one you're looking forward to? Because I know a lot of people were asking that. And what are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I don't know if I have a real sleeper per se. I can't give you that just yet. But I can say my eyes are going to be all on the wide receivers. Like, this is a deep, deep wide receiver class. One of my favorites right now is Troy Franklin. All this talk of him going in the second could slide up in the first. I like Troy Franklin a lot. There's so many guys. Ladd McConkey, he had a great Senior Bowl.
Yeah,
very good. Yeah, he could double down amongst all the other talented players out there. I mean, there's just this wide receiver class is ridiculous, and I think it would be a huge injustice if the Panthers didn't walk away with at least one of them.
yeah.
So I would love to see. My eyes are going to be all over the wide receivers. That's where I'm gonna stick this year.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I think the wide receivers, like you said, is a deep class. I think my sleeper, if I had to pick anybody based on just my me looking at film, and just looking at what was going on, I really like, and I don't think he will go first round. He may not even go second round, but if there's a way the Panthers can get him in, like, either we trade up or whatnot, but Malachi Corley from Western Kentucky is a dog. And I think that he's going to showcase a lot of his skill set. I think that at Western Kentucky, he did a lot of screens. He did a lot of different things where he didn't really show off his route tree and what he can do. But this man will run you over. This man will stiff arm you. This man will juke you out. He calls himself the Yak King. He's my sleeper, and I think he's going to show out.
Yeah, I don't think you can classify him as a sleeper anymore. Smitty put the spotlight on him, bro.
You're right.
It's over.
It's
You're right,
crazy you
over.
said that because Panthers fans are saying they don't trust Smitty after that endorsement of
man. No, that's they can't do Smitty like that.
Come on, now.
That's what they said.
Like that. Nah, they can't. Because I went on that tour with him. He said Mingo is a 3-year project. He said it, and he was very clear about that. So I mean, you can hate him for the pick, the short-term aspect of it. I understand that, but he was very clear about him being a 3-year project.
Yeah.
There you go.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and go to the next thing real quick. So the next thing we're going to do is start, bench, cut. Like, so what I mentioned before, we got 3 different things that are going to show up on the screen.
We're not talking about Love is Blind.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about Love is Blind. Love is Blind can take up the rest of this show. So here's my thing on this, Vashti. The last episodes come out February 28th.
Yeah.
Do you want to wait to finish it, or do you want to talk about
it? I think we should wait.
Okay.
I think we should.
All right. So look, we're gonna tell everybody that look right now, book it here. Love is Blind. We're talking about that next week. We're gonna break it down from episode 1 to the end. So that's probably gonna take a majority of the time.
The whole show.
It's basically the whole show.
Couple by couple breakdown. We got to get all into it.
You want to do it? I will break down a couple by couple breakdown. I'll break their stats, their projections. We'll do all of it like it's NFL.
Facts.
All right. You heard it here first. Love is Blind breakdown. Somebody said you gotta talk about it next week. All right, so yeah, we're gonna talk about it next week. We'll talk about it next week. You cool with that, Vashti?
I'm cool with it. I was excited because I was shocked that it was on the schedule to talk about.
I love Love is Blind.
I binged yesterday when the new episodes came out.
I did too, and I thought about doing it, but when I sent it in the chat, I didn't hear anything back from y'all, so I was like, I don't know if they watched it or not. I mean, y'all know y'all busy, it's all good. But I was like, I don't know if they saw it or not, so I was like, I'm gonna leave it off, but I'm gonna mention it just a little bit to pique their interest, and we could talk about it. But I know we got to get to the start bench cut and everything, and it's getting close to 8:30, so I'm trying to stay on time.
Yeah,
so
I got a hard stop at 8:30.
There you go. So I was like, all right, we'll get into it next week. Most of it's gonna be Love is Blind next week. So if you love Love is Blind, tell your friends to subscribe and pull up on this because it's gonna be lit. All right. So start bench cut. Here we go. 3 things. We're gonna talk about it real quick. Here we go for the first one. Pancakes, waffles, French toast. Which one? Let's start with Vashti. Which one are you starting? Which one are you benching? And which one are you cutting?
All right, I'm starting French toast. Period.
Yes.
I'm benching pancakes and I'm cutting waffles.
Mm.
I
Got
mean,
I'm sorry,
yeah,
go ahead. Go for it. No,
yeah.
go for it.
I just don't. Waffles are really the mid of these two. I don't even know why people like them. Really.
The best waffles are at Waffle House, but that's a whole nother conversation.
Eh.
So for me, I'm gonna start French toast. 1000% agree. French toast is the GOAT. I'm gonna bench waffles, man. Cause you got if chicken and waffles, I mean, you go to the right spot, you gotta have you must not what you shaking your head for? You must not have been to the right spot.
Well, I've been
No.
to the right
What we
spot.
doing?
I'll talk about it. Go ahead. I'll
What
let you
we
finish.
doing?
I'm gonna let you finish. I ain't gonna be Kanye.
I'm gonna cut
let you finish.
pancakes. I'm gonna cut pancakes. That's easy.
It's not easy. I am starting. This is the first time we've probably closely agreed, all three of us. I'm starting French toast.
Facts.
Love me some French toast, man. French toast gas. You hear me? I am benching pancakes, and this was close. I love pancakes. Pancakes are good. You can do a whole bunch of different pancakes, but waffles is getting cut.
Yes, cut them.
And the thing is, like, yeah, chicken and waffles is good, but if I'm going to, let's use what's the place? Midnight Diner. Let's use Midnight Diner for an example. I am substituting the waffles for French toast. Let me get the pancakes. I mean the fried chicken and French toast, and that hits.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Time. Hey, yo, stay with me a little bit.
Good idea.
I'll teach you a few things.
Oh my, because I don't even care about the waffles. Bam. I like that.
Chicken and French toast, it hits, and it's a little sweeter too. And you add the little hot sauce on the chicken. You get the little salty sweet, bruh.
Now you make me want to go to Midnight Diner. I haven't been there in forever. Where is it now?
They moved it. I'm not sure exactly where they moved it. But I think you can DoorDash it if you don't want to go nowhere.
We'll see. I'll have to pay us for us to talk about them more.
But yeah, it's definitely fire. Definitely fire. And make sure you get the extra wing too, because they only give you 3. You gotta get 4 just in case. Get the extra
You just
wing.
being fat.
Yeah, you're being greedy.
Come on, bro. I'm not gonna get the extra wing.
Look, I'm 6'3", 230 out here. All right, we big body. You feel me? Like you gotta eat. All right, we'll move on to the next thing. Start bench.
You wrong for this.
Yeah, this.
I'm just telling you, you wrong. I don't even want to answer this question. I don't want to answer it.
It's yours. You got to. Bron, Jordan, or Kobe. What we doing?
I guess I'll start since we this is tough though. Obviously, I got to start the GOAT, Michael Jordan, greatest of all time. Grew up on him, great. Man, I gotta. Man, this is tough. I'm gonna bench Kobe and I'm gonna cut Bron, bro. It's tough.
It's
tough.
crazy to say it.
It's tough. It is crazy to say that. It's crazy to say, but Kobe was great, bro. He was good.
Oh yeah,
it's great. Cutting Bron does sound nuts to me, but
I
mean, of the 3, that's what I gotta roll with, man.
It is. It's crazy to even say, but I mean, you got to make a decision. Vashta.
Y'all gonna be mad at me, because I'm looking at the comments. I'm starting Jordan. That's the easiest one. Yeah. I'm benching Bron, and I'm cutting Kobe. I'm sorry. Crazy. I'm cutting Kobe. It's not. It really. I hate to cut Kobe, but I've seen Bron put teams on his back.
So
that Cavaliers team with a bunch of guys who could play at the pickup at the Dow, and LeBron, for him to take that team to the finals, I haven't seen Kobe do it.
Come on, stop it.
What team? That he didn't have Shaq, that he didn't have
without Shaq.
That he didn't have Powell. I'm saying Kobe has always had in the teams that he took to the finals. He's had a top center in the league. Tell me when he didn't.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. The teams that you talking about that were the Dow YMCA, did LeBron and them win?
That's what I'm saying. He took them to the finals.
Who did Bron have on his team when he has won a ring?
Well, we already know. In Miami. Then he went back. Then he went back to Cleveland. This day and age.
You didn't answer my question.
What I'm saying is, this day and age, you got to team up with LeBron learned that late. He tried to stick it out with Cleveland with no support. all my argument is, and y'all can cook me if y'all want. I'm saying Kobe did not take a team with as little talent as that Cavaliers team had in what was it, 2000? What?
I can't remember. Was it 6 or 5? Something.
He did not take a team with that little talent to the NBA Finals.
But
That's
it's not.
it. That's my rationale. I don't like this question at all.
I know she started with it.
But you made me answer it, so I have to explain myself. So there we go.
You did make her answer.
Oh, I did. I made everybody answer. And the thing is, it's tough for me. Look, y'all, I didn't say this like, oh, I'm gonna make them answer. I'm not gonna answer. This is tough for me too. I respect all three of these guys. These are three amazing players, but this is what makes it fun. You got to make a decision. You know what I mean? So
what's your decision?
Here's my decision, man. Look, I told y'all I am a Kobe fan. I grew up on Kobe. I love Kobe. Kobe
I'll log
is
off right now.
That guy. However, let me finish. However,
okay, me and Sean was like, we ended this show early. He came out and said this.
Look, this is episode 7. Y'all know I'm gonna start,
bro.
This is episode 7. Y'all know I'm about to start with I got to lead into it, y'all.
Okay.
I'm starting the GOAT, Michael Jordan. All right. Okay. So even though I grew up, like when I started playing ball, I was watching Kobe, but don't think my dad didn't teach me and show me what Michael was doing all those different times. You know what I'm saying? So I watched all his highlights. I watched his game, not even his highlights, the entire game. I've seen all of those. Mike is a different breed. You're starting him. No questions asked. Look, Jordan's getting started. I don't care what nobody say. You ain't saying nothing around what Jordan has done, except for my boy Kobe was the closest one, which is why I'm benching Kobe. And look, LeBron, we've argued. We're gonna continue to argue throughout this entire podcast, Vashti, between the Kobe LeBron thing. LeBron is great. He's a great all-time scoring leader. He is 39 years old and is playing at an elite level. No, we have never seen anybody play at his level at 39. However, I got to cut him based on what I have seen out of Jordan and Kobe. All right. I'm just leave it at that.
Let me just, and I'm going to end this by naming this 2006-2007 Cleveland Cavaliers.
I said 2006.
NBA Finals. Shannon Brown, who started. Daniel Gibson, fizzled. Drew Gooden, washed at the time. Larry Hughes, Ilgauskas, LeBron, Damon Jones, Dwayne Jones. Y'all probably don't know who these people are. Donyell Marshall, Ira Newble, Pavlovich, Pollard, Eric Snow, Verjao, and Wesley.
You acting like some of them didn't like if we had time, we'll go into how much they average, all those different things. Like some of those players, like because of how good LeBron was, they were getting easy buckets.
That's my point. You making my point for me.
But I'm not making your point, because if he was so great as you're saying, I'm not saying he isn't great, but he, like you're saying, he made it to the finals, but did he win? If he won with them, I salute it.
No. What I'm saying, my point, is Kobe taking that team to the finals?
Prime Kobe? Yes.
Bro, you tripping. Kobe was not the guy who made the people around him better. Kobe was the one that said, give me the ball, I'm gonna get a bucket. And that's why he wouldn't take that team. Because Kobe was not gonna score 80 points every playoff game. He would have to do that with that team.
So what year? It was 2009, right? When the Lakers won. It was 2010. Let me see. I'm about to look it up.
You talking about with Pau Gasol?
Yeah. Pau Gasol was good, but they had Shannon Brown.
He was the top center in the league at the time.
Yeah, don't do Pau like that. Pau wasn't just good.
No, I'm not saying that.
I was the top center in the league at every championship Kobe won.
He top, but he was up there. He was top, definitely top 3 for sure.
Every championship Kobe won, he had the best center in the league. Period. We questioning Shaq and we questioning Pau.
We're definitely not questioning
top
Shaq.
center in the league.
We're not questioning Shaq.
Pau was the top center in the league when they won those championships.
I don't know about top. He was up there, but I don't know about
who was behind him.
I gotta look. I have to.
We can go into this. I'm just
We can
saying,
get to that.
check the stats. We'll come back
Right.
to this.
But
We'll table this.
one of these joints is gonna be. It's gonna be a. We gonna. Yeah, I got smoke for you. I got smoke for you. Moving forward.
Okay.
Start, bench, cut. I would go in if we had time, Vashti. Start, bench, cut. J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick. Shy, who you got?
I'm starting Cole 2-6. I'm Fayetteville all day, so I'm going down with
about that.
shit.
You are.
Y'all can't talk me out of that. So I'm starting J. Cole. Man, y'all probably gonna kill me for this.
It's tough.
Y'all can kill me for this. But I'm a bench Drake, and I'm a cut Kendrick. Listen,
Interesting.
I like Kendrick. I think Kendrick is a very great lyricist, but this is just me, and this is my ear for music. I cannot stand his harmonizing rap sometimes. It bothers the crap out of me. When he starts to harmonize and I can't get with it. So
that's
for
because you
me,
like Minds Playing Tricks on Me. That's why.
I do love that track. But I just can't get with some of the, but Kendrick is a dope. I'm not trying to take away from his lyricism. Great artist. I love them all. But 2-6 all day. Shout out to Cole, man.
Fair enough. Vashti, like I said, these are all tough. These are all very tough. Vashti,
Yeah, I'm gonna do this based on who I like songs I know most of, right?
Yeah.
Drake and Cole, they up there for me.
Yeah.
I like Cole as an artist more than I like Drake.
Yeah.
But when we talking about popular music, I mean, there's nobody hotter than Drake right now. So I'm gonna start Drake. I'm a bench Cole, and I'm cutting Kendrick. I like Kendrick, but for the same reason, shots, not the harmony stuff. I'm just, I'm not in my car playing Kendrick Lamar like that. I'll just
I get it. This is extremely tough. Go ahead,
Shot. With Kendrick too, it's too much separation between his music. Like he'll drop something fire and then disappear for 10 years.
Yeah,
like it's just not you're not consistent enough.
You can't rush. You can't rush a great artist.
Never mind.
You can't rush a great artist.
Never mind.
All right. You got people like Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. The album Still Fire. I still listen to that to this day. She ain't dropped nothing since. But here's the thing. This is tough for me. I love music. If y'all don't know, like I'm a big music head. I listen to a little bit of everything. This is very, very difficult for me. I gotta start Kendrick. The reason I'm starting Kendrick is because of, and we talked about it, the pantheon, as Dave said, like the pantheon. For me, seeing freshman year of college is when I experienced Kendrick, listened to his music, and I was like, yo, like what he was talking about during that time, and I just felt like I grew up listening to his music. So I got to start Kendrick. This is based on like just straight music, not talking about hits, just basically what I rock with. I'm going with Cole, benching Cole, and I'm cutting Drake.
I ain't mad at that either.
Yeah.
And that's just straight like lyricism, music. Like I like those. And the reason I'm doing start bench with J. Cole and Kendrick is I feel like they are very interesting in terms of being able to make a single, be able to make something that's conscious, be able to do, like they are very eclectic, and like Drake just all over the place sometimes for me. And I love his music. I listen to Drake all the time, but that's what I got to do. All right, we got two more, and then we're going to do the viewer's choice. Paid in Full, Belly, or Juice. Vashti, what you got? Start, bench, cut.
I'm lost at this one. I've seen all the movies, but not enough to really rate them like that. I probably just saw Paid in Full for the first time a couple years ago.
Interesting.
So I guess start Belly, bench Juice, cut Paid in Full. I don't know, y'all. Y'all can't judge me on this.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of with Vashti on this. I've watched them all plenty of times, but enough to rank them. That Paid in Full era is crazy. Like that's when I was in my I was in my bag, like in Paid in Full time. So I'm gonna start Paid in Full. To be honest with you, I rock with X heavy, love Belly. I love that, and it sounds crazy to cut Juice, but I'm a bench Belly and cut Juice. It's tough. It's tough for me. That's a tough one.
It is a tough one. I agree with you, Shy. I'm going starting Paid in Full. And the thing is, the reason I picked these are all movies with rappers in it, right? So you got, Cameron in there, you got DMX, you got Tupac. I'm going Paid in Full, starting, benching his belly. I'm cutting Juice. So I'm right there. I'm right there with you, Shot. Last one. This is a tough one, y'all. Carolina
Man.
Panthers. Start, bench, cut. I'm going to Vashti first. Cam, Steve Smith. And I was going to do Julius Peppers, but I was like, let's do Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, I mean, this is tough, but I'm gonna be quick because we all got hard stops. I'm starting Cam, I'm benching Luke, and I'm cutting Smitty.
Oh,
Shoot.
I'm sorry. It's not. It's Smitty. We all know about, but Luke. Luke, what he did defensively. Come on,
It was crazy. It was
It was short, but bro, really.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't think I can answer this one, man. Like this is really tough. For me, I gotta start Smitty, greatest Panther of all time in my eyes. I understand the contributions and what Cam did. I understand all that, but for me, Smitty is the greatest Panther of all time. So I'm gonna start Smitty. I'm going man, this sounds crazy. This sounds crazy, bro. But I gotta bench Cam. I gotta cut Luke, bro. I can't cut Cam.
I was going to hit you.
I thought he was about to cut Cam.
I can't
ready, bro.
But that's how much I respect Luke, though, man. I really mess with Luke like that heavy.
No, facts. No, Luke is definitely one of them ones for sure. I got to start Cam. I feel like yes, what Smitty did for the NFL, he's one of my favorite receivers of all time. But what Cam did, not only for the Carolina Panthers, not only for the city of Charlotte, but for the culture, I gotta start Cam. I'm benching Smitty and I'm cutting Luke. All right. So last thing, real quick, y'all throw in the chat 1, 2, or 3 viewers' choice. Y'all want us to do a starting lineup for hip hop ad libs. If y'all want us to do all the black movie classics, put in a 2. If you want us to do starting lineup for all the dance moves, the viral dance moves, put in 3. What are y'all thinking? What are y'all leaning towards? What would y'all want to do?
2 for me.
Yeah, I don't doesn't matter to me, but Jeezy got one of the greatest ad-libs of all time. So I gotta we gotta go with hip hop
fun, bro. Ad-libs are
crazy.
definitely fun. Look, either way, if we don't do ad-libs next week, we're doing ad-libs one of these times because ad-libs would be fire. All right, so I see a lot of 2s in the chat already. So we're gonna do all the black movie classics next week. We appreciate y'all. Mail, if you want to contact us, mail back questions like we've done before, definitely reach out to the pregamepc@gmail.com. As always, I appreciate y'all for pulling up on us at the pregame. This is Low, Vashti, Shad. We are about to be out of here. And tune in next week, 7:30. We'll be here. We appreciate y'all. Peace.
Peace, y'all.